And we're back. You know, I didn't notice until just now that the camera's centered here so that you see this area up here. It's not centering on me like it usually does, which is very odd. It implies that there's something very important about what I'm seeing up here. But I can barely tell what it is. It looks like broken pieces of Watcher, but I'm not positive. Because those look like cages that have been broken open. It's very strange. Oh, memory terminal. Maybe it'll explain. The brain specimens are donated by terminal patients and kept alive in nutrient-rich gel. We offer them life, they allow us to learn from them. Interesting. Dr. Chalmers is quite aware of the existing ban on testing the swapper device between crew members and is seeking to circumvent it by testing on people who cannot complain. The doctor is practicing consensual slavery. I am practicing the prolonging of life for a good cause. You'd make the same choice in their situation. You don't know enough about that device to make any such claim. None of your theories account for the empirical evidence. Some of them break the law of conservation of energy. Yet with no metaphysical explanation, can you communicate to me what it is like to see red, to feel pain, to be afraid of death? Why, if all we are is nuts and bolts, we may as well consider the computer alive. Your account is missing the magic, and when the cards are down, mine is simply easier to believe. Interesting. So is that what those are? Those are brains? Because it kind of looks like that. I'm not sure. So they were using the swapper on brain matter. That's interesting. That would be that is a kind of clever way to circumvent that. Are we safe? Has the other mind changed again? Interesting. So I guess they're counting her as part of the chain, which explains a lot. Because that would mean she's being psychically affected by all these different creatures. Ooh, this building looks imposing, and there's a grav lift thing. I forgot what she called it earlier. The transportation beam? Oh, it's also the only way to go. But what? So there's nothing over here? So I'm curious about something. I understand the symmetry of the room and having this be in the center, and that does make more sense for designing the station and designing the room. Kudos there. But now on a gameplay level, it turns into, why isn't there a wall right where I'm standing? Why is there the ability to go over here? Unless it's just for the aesthetic and the immersion? Because it would be weird to just have a room you walk into that ends in transportation beam.
Extrapolating from your behavior thus far, I can only conclude that you're hopelessly deranged. Very well. Head towards control. I'll see if I can't come up with some common ground.
Interesting. Are we going home? Wait, that isn't what it said before. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so we've been here before. This is that teleporter. And again, earlier I said we can probably go do... we're probably going to go do something here, and now that we've activated these grav lifts, we are. Because I believe this is the only place I haven't been on this station. Well, I mean, there's all that up there. Wow, that actually implies there's a lot more to this game. It's also interesting that we now know where the head is, and there's just nothing to be done about it. Wait, yeah, no, because there's that area she went through. Console, but inaccessible at the moment. Because, yeah, we went through here and went down. It says we've been... Oh, we saw what was there. That was that other thing. So I wonder if we're going to be able to get into there. Because presumably we're going to come in through here, hop over, and then, yeah. Interesting. So there's the head. Alright, so I'm concerned about this. Because we can't swap, and it looks like it's... Okay, that didn't kill me. Oh, that's interesting. It's not that they force the gravity in one direction, they just change your gravity. Am I going to be on the ceiling for the... Interesting. Again, it's like they planned it that way when they built the station. It's a weird balance you have to try and come up with, too.
Well, I had hoped to reason with you, but trusting others to see sense is how we ended up like this. No, I won't ask you to examine the evidence and pick a side, only that you act in your own self-interest. I am going to land this station on the planet below. Unless you detach the solar panels first, Theseus will be destroyed.
What? Why? Why would you do that? I mean, presumably because the Watchers are controlling you and they're making you do that so that we go home. And by we, I mean they. I'm not a Watcher. Why are you looking at me like that? Does it understand yet? I do not believe so. Interesting. That's the first we've seen them actually communicate with each other. Ooh. Grassy stuff. That's interesting. So presumably I could just clone my way up there.
Now, you're looking for 3 solar maintenance modules. There should be 1 for each of the major control installations. I'm headed back to command. Have the panel detached by the time I get there.
Presumably there's no actual timer. I'm assuming I'm supposed to be upside down for this, but I'm testing to see if there's any reason not. Like, why should I, basically? Whoa, no. Oh, that was close. Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, that was friggin' close. I thought I was going to land on this. I gotta admit, I think doing this will be faster. Because it looks like... Yeah, this makes way more sense. Bye, then. Alright, so there are multiple ways out of here. Oh, that's cool, they actually flipped that upside down as well. Hi-ya! So there actually would have been a reason... Okay, so this map is set upside down, again, as if they planned it that way. So yeah, we're gonna do that, because I want to go read that memory terminal. Watcher Sample 1 was recently relocated to the Mind Science Laboratory. Access via the command deck is strictly limited to senior personnel. Control facilities and crew should be unaffected by the specimen's proximity, for we understand concerns have been raised and seek to address these now. Sample 1 is colloquially referred to as the Head Watcher in virtue of its unique physical appearance, and at present that research team has no robust explanation for it. Current theories are focused on the possibility of an extinct humanoid species native to Core 5 which may have carved the features onto the rock tens of thousands of years ago. While it is true that tests so far have indicated that Sample 1 plays a different role in Watcher hierarchy compared to the smaller specimens, claims that it possesses greater intelligence or otherwise poses a threat remain unsubstantiated. Well, hindsight's 20/20. Although, truth be told, we have no proof that it's doing anything. Partially because, you know, there's no way to prove that. Is that guy gonna die? Yeah, he's gonna die. Can I say guy? I actually don't know what gender my character is, because Chalmers is clearly female, and has the exact same body suit as I do. So, interesting implications there. Let's go up first. I don't know why. I apologize. I actually can't remember if I started a tangent and then got distracted and stopped talking. If so, I will address it in the next one. Using the bullet time, just make sure I save myself. Can I control what direction I fall? It looks like I'm going to the left, but I actually can't tell. Which is a weird thing while I'm falling in slow motion. It's one of those weird... Oh, I'm going to be falling for a while. Let's swap to make this go a little faster. Nope, too far. It's one of those interesting things in game design where if you jump, again, this is designed... It's cool, but it's weird that they would design the station around the implication of like, oh yeah, sometimes you're going to be walking on the ceiling. Oh, I don't quite have 48 orbs. I actually need to go get more. That hasn't happened in a while. It's interesting that the more intuitive thing when you're in midair is to be able to... Whoops! I should have checked the map before doing that instead of after. Is to be able to control yourself in midair, even though that is physically impossible. I mean, like, you can control a fall, but being able to... Is this a mass teleporter? It is. Okay, so I can go... That just brings me back here. Good to know. Except now I need to warp to the other side again. And this clearly implies I'm supposed to be there.
We took the Watchers from their home. We pushed them. They fought back. Return them to the planet. End the fight. Oh, hell, you don't know the first thing about that device she's brandishing so nonchalantly. Why am I even bothering?
See, once again, it's now implying that I am her, or at least female. Or she's got multiple personalities and is arguing with herself, which seems more likely, I suppose? Oh, that's... Interesting. Interesting. I do kind of hate that word, but that actually expresses how I feel right now. I'm interested, fascinated, and very curious. Let's just go this way first. Another giant teleport, and a Watcher! The head hears me and I hear it. We sing together, all of us, to remind us of the great chain of before. I wonder if they were originally arranged in like a giant stick figure. That'd be kind of cool. Like there's the head, and then there's just the body, and it was like waving hello, and then we broke that apart.
People don't like to hear that the soul is merely an array of chemical signals, that what it's like to be you is just the byproduct of a very powerful computer. I say that if you explain a magic trick by reference to magic, you've not explained a damn thing.
Also interesting, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it sounds like there's more... Like there's an extra voice when she's talking. Like that effect that most people do when someone's possessed. It's unsettling, to say the least. Let's go through here. I wonder if I'm supposed to be on the ceiling for this. No, because this is right here, so that's supposed to flip you back down. Okay. How many orbs is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, octagon orb? That'll be cool. Alright, and this is our first genuine puzzle with this mechanic. Cool. That'll just kill me now, so that's interesting. I can create a clone, but I can't swap to it, and it looks like I can't change... I can't affect any of this... I can't move, I can't mess with the lights, is my point. So presumably, what happens if I... Okay, so the clone is unaffected. That seems relevant. So what happens if I do it from the other side? I can't swap, though. So clearly what I'm going to have to do is... I'm going to have to, like, walk over to here. How would I get to this? That's the interesting part. Because I can't jump that, obviously, and I can't create a clone, jump, swap. So, let's start here. Let me think. Whoa. I just got lightheaded from stretching. Clearly I'm in the best of shape. Doing that does not a lot. And I couldn't, like, be mid-flip. I'm just gonna keep making him do this while I think. I couldn't make him be mid-flip when I shift, because I can't shift. I can't block this off with my own body, which is weird that you can do it with a crate, but not your own not corpse, but your own, well, body. So fundamentally, I'm gonna have to be on this side in order to pick up the orb, but I'm gonna have to be on the ceiling. So in order to be on the ceiling... Also, I'm obviously going to end this on the ceiling, which is why this is here. Not just to flip you back when you come back, but it's because I'm going to be on the ceiling, do that, and I'm going to have to clone my way up to here. Actually, I couldn't clone my way up to there. That'd be impossible. because you can't swap through that. So maybe... Huh. Maybe I'm wrong. Real quick, I'm going to swap. Let's see what happens if I just... Oh, you can't clone yourself down into there. Okay, so that is just a death pit. Okay. So that happens. There's no way for me to jump across that, is there? Yeah, because this is just death. Because if I fall in, I can't clone my way out, and I can't swap up to something that would save me. So if I jump, I'm just going to kill myself, is what's going to happen. So I'm not sure that's a good experiment, because I'm pretty certain I can't jump that. Yep, just killed myself. Because I'm wondering if that's part of what this is you have to, like, fling yourself across? Because, as far as I can tell... Let's create someone at the edge. Whoops. Man, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing here. Again, apologies to those of you who are screaming the obvious answer. Though it wouldn't surprise me if some of you have already beaten this. And that's why you know the answer, which is cheating, by the way. Because this is just... Yeah, that's too far to survive. Okay. I thought I tested that before, and I was right. I don't know why I did that. Because, yeah, getting across is kind of tough right now. What's the farthest over I can make someone? There. Can't swap to them. Oh. If I make someone now... Oh! Nope! Shoot. Okay. I kind of just solved it, because I think I was on the right track there. I'm supposed to, like, do that flip over walk. Yeah, it looks like I'm supposed to do that flip. Jump. Yeah, got it. Enagon. Oh, because there's 9 of them. Right, the one in the center.
Have you seen anyone else on board the station?
No, I already commented on that.
No, I'm not sure either. Immaterial. You should be in a position to detach the first panel now. I shouldn't need to hurry you. I'm sure you're as eager to see your rescue team as I am.
What rescue team? There was never mention of a rescue team. I mean, she's clearly delusional, but... I wonder how many people had to die before they implemented the bullet time thing. I wonder if they always had that planned, or if that... I would assume it's a feature they added in when people kept dying because they didn't have the reflexes to do anything about it. Centuries ago, the greatest minds in the world believed in life essence, some invisible magical substance that explained what was alive and what was dead. As we know, they never found it. They decided in the end that life was just functions like growth and reproduction and respiration. People think the retro-engineered swapper device swaps souls about. I worry that if the soul, like life essence, turns out to be nothing but pixie dust, then that device is capable of acts far less benign than Chalmers would have them believe. That is interesting. So that's really the difference between this Dennett and Chalmers is one of them believes in not magic, but is more willing to accept the supernatural, whereas he's going off of the idea that we are just neurons in the brain, which is a terrifying concept. Probably accurate, sadly, but because it explains why, if you take like a spike to the head, why your personality can change, why so much about you can change just from brain damage. Because if your brain wasn't hyper important to who you are as a person, then why would taking brain damage affect you? Although I suppose there's they're not even talking about who you are as a person. They're just talking about what makes this alive versus this. Why is that not alive? I'm gonna jump over this. Oh, no, I'm not. Wow, they're having to get an awful lot of orbs. I suppose because we're at the end of the game, and you're supposed to be making the decision between... Wait, I was in there and missed that? Also, why am I sideways now? Wait, what the... Where am I? Guys, I am so lost. Oh! Wait, am I upside down? Is that what it's telling me? No, I don't think so, because... Wait. What? How the hell did I get here? Guys, I'm lost. I'm so lost. Oh, because I did teleport, that's right. I will... And then there's this, and this? There's a lot of places I haven't... How did I get... Yeah, no, I'm like sideways now. Because here's the teleport room. Oh, so this is up. I am so... Wow. I am very turned around. Also, I don't remember this at all. This is not familiar to me whatsoever. Oh, this was... I fell through the gravel... Oh, was this the... Oh, this was the elevator I took where she was telling me to detach the solar things, and then I went... Right? Okay, I see. I see. Still weird. But it's interesting that they're having to grab so many orbs. I suppose the implication being you only have to go to one of these rooms and you will have enough to move forward. Or there's a switch coming up that requires like 79 of these stupid things. And, they want you to be... Oh, I'm gonna walk off the edge if I do that. Yeah, that's very lethal. Okay, so there's no swapping. That's just not happening. But there is... this. But you can't swap. Apologies for how slow this is going to be, but I'm going to sit here and find out if this kills you. I'm going to assume it does. I'm going to name that clone... Oh! Well then. I wonder if that's part of it. It has to be, because now I can swap. Okay. I'm pressing the wrong button. Sorry, dude. Alright, let's reset this real quick. Okay, so... need someone there. It's gonna walk me off the edge. Right. Okay, I think I get how this works. So we do that. Ta-da! That's clever. No, 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 I went too far. I can fix this. Okay, so I need this to go all the way down before I walk over. Or at the very least, I need to do that! Yeah! Mission accomplished.
When the corpus callosum separating the two hemispheres of the brain is severed, the result is a seemingly normal yet partially divided consciousness. The eyes sometimes see what the mouth can't name. I tell you this macabre detail to suggest that the mind is not a single transferable entity. It is a complex physical machine that bides tampering poorly.
Yeah, her voice has this really modulated quality to it now. And it's... unsettling. A bit. I wonder if walking through the door saves the clones, or if it just... they all die. they all, like, re-assimilate into me. Because that's not really explained. Again, it's one of those game mechanics where it's just sort of taken for granted. Hey, you get your clones back when you walk through. Well, this seems really simple, but that might be just hyper-deceptive. Oh, right, he's gonna fall. Oh, so I need to be right way up in order to do this. Oh, killed one of them. Oh no, I re-assimilated him. Yeah, like I said, deceptively simple. There's no way to shut off this light, so I can't swap once I do this. I have to be on the ground. So I have to make a clone like that. I may need to get my clones back. Actually, oh, whoops. How many clones do I have left? 2? Oh, that seems so bad. He's gonna walk off the edge if I do that. There we go. Oh, that was pretty simple. But admittedly, it wasn't as obvious as I thought it was at first. Except I called that it wasn't that obvious, so it was as obvious as I thought at first, because it wasn't obvious and I knew it wasn't obvious, so it was obviously not obvious. I'm going to use that from now on. Obviously not obvious. It's obviously not obvious. Alright, looks like we're done here. Bye, clones. I like to believe that the ones I leave behind in the other rooms, they get to just hang out and like, alright, well, we're here now, and like they're moving back and forth every time I do, which probably means they are all dead, because I flung them into all kinds of traps I've forgotten were there. You have a new trajectory. We will rejoin the Great... Will we rejoin the Great Chain? Wow, that's interesting that the rocks... They actually have it where the rocks don't say the same thing over and over. If you come back to them after things have changed, they change what they say. Which, I'm not gonna do it, just because I don't care enough to go check how... I don't care enough to delve into how long it would take to do this, but I'm very curious what happens if you go back to all the other rocks, if everything they say has changed. Although, so far it's pointed out it's pointed them out as new rocks whenever something has changed, so that leads me to believe, no, they don't all say something new. It is still an interesting idea. Also, very interesting that now, I didn't use one of those grav things, but I'm still sideways, technically. Although technically you're not sideways because there is no actual up in space, and I was just sort of declaring this wall right here as up, or because this was down for most of the game, but very clever use of the space that they've given themselves here. Very clever use of the maps and linking them together. Also, just kudos to the level designers in general, because this has all been very, very well executed, very well put together, very well thought out, and just efficient is a really good way to put it. It's all so efficiently done. Oh, that's cool. You fall faster than the clone because they don't start off with your momentum. I'm going to swap just because I think, yeah. Okay, no, so he slid off. So that wouldn't have killed me, him, it. Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, that kills them. I wonder if I was supposed to do that so that I'm facing the ground when I go through here, but... See, then this would fling you to the ceiling, but you could jump over it, presumably, or clone to the other side. Yeah, I was right. There's something where you need, like, 93 of the... I was almost dead on, I think. Oh, no, I think I said, like, 75, or... Maybe I did say 93. Go back and check. In the worst-case scenario, I will edit it so that I totally called how many of these you need. Interesting. Alright, so I have to go back. But we are going to have to do that on the next episode of Let's Dissect for the Swapper. Thank you all for joining me. See you next time.